What's up, gentlemen? So it's summer right around the corner. I thought it would be the appropriate time to do a little body grooming tutorial so that you aren't a savage this season. Fortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all grooming routine. What works for me isn't necessarily what you're gonna dig, and vice versa. You've just gotta find something that you enjoy, that makes you feel good, confident, and sexy, and then rock it. The first thing we got to talk about are the various hair removal options, all right? You've got a few different ones. I'm going to tell you what I prefer, but it's really a personal preference thing. The depilatory creams, like the Nairs, are something that a lot of guys use, right? You squirt it in your hand, you put it on your body, wherever you want it, right? You let it chill, and then you hop in the shower and the hair is gone. The downside to this is that, in my opinion, it can be a little bit irritating because it is a chemical that's basically eating the hair. The second hair removal option we're gonna talk about is waxing, all right? You can go to the drugstore, buy the waxing strips, or you could go into a Brazilian waxing facility, let them do whatever you want them to do. You could even get the Brazilian. The upside to waxing is that it's quick, super easy to do. The downside is that it's a little bit painful, and for me, when I wax, I generally will get ingrown hairs. Because waxing removes the hair all at once from the root. When it starts to grow back, you increase the risk of it actually getting ingrown. The other two options, and the options that I prefer, are shaving with the razor and trimming with a grooming tool, all right? Lots of grooming tools on the market. The one that I use is the Brio, all right? This is actually the newest design. It's got a new super sexy LED screen to show you different placements of the micro adjustments. Guys, this grooming tool, best on the market. Got a little bit different design. It's sleeker, it's sexier. I absolutely love this grooming tool. I've talked about Brio a gazillion times. I didn't think it could get any better. Apparently, I was wrong. Guys, if you want to check this tool out, I'm going to link to it down below. They've also got a special offer for you. If you go and grab it, you're actually going to get the Zero Blade for free, which is a $25 value for a limited time. Now, in terms of what area of the body to shave and what to trim, I'm going to go over what my strategy is, because there are certain areas that if you try to trim, you're going to F yourself up. And if you shave, you're going to be super uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable, I'm naked. How else do you expect me to manscape? All right, so first, pro manscaping tip. If you're somebody that doesn't want to get yelled at or clean up a bunch of pubes or like trim body hair, do your manscaping in the shower prior to actually turning the water on. Do your business, trim whatever you need to trim. If you're going to be also trimming your beard, right, getting some type of handheld shower mirror is going to be a great option. Since I've already done 2,700 videos talking about how to groom your facial hair, we're going to stick to the neck down. The first thing I gotta tell you, if you got back hair, it needs to go. And so you can either try to trim it yourself, you can get somebody to help you, like your mom, your dad, your weird Uncle Barry, who would love to help. I'm kidding, don't ask him. Or you can grab one of the do-it-yourself tools that actually has like a handle. There are a lot of them on the market. My personal pick for the best is the back blade. Let's talk about your chest hair. All right, so if you're somebody that wants to rock a little bit more manly of a look, definitely leave your chest hair. But what I would recommend, if it is a little bit long, is to grab your Brio, pop on one of the attachments, and actually just take the bulk of the hair down, or the length a little bit. Now, if you're somebody that wants to shave it, what I recommend is prior to actually shaving, get it as close as you can. And so for me, what I do, boom, I use my Brio, and I go over my chest. Don't forget the nipples, gentlemen. You gotta make sure you don't have those like long, crazy nipple hairs. It's definitely not sexy. Let's talk about armpits, all right? So most dudes are not comfortable shaving their armpits. I also don't shave my armpits, but what I do is actually take some of the length down, all right? Once again, I'll pop on my attachment to my Brio and simply take it down to about 3 millimeters, all right? And the reason why I do my armpits is because I feel like it keeps me drier. It also keeps me cooler, and I don't smell quite as bad. Next up, let's talk about those arms, all right? So for me, I shave my arms. And the reason is because I work out, and when I shave my arms, I can see my veins, I'm more vascular, and I just like the way it looks, right? But if you're somebody that doesn't want to do that, no problem. It's not something that you have to. For me, I just take my Brio, go over my forearms, stomach. Once again, I trim that, all right? What I do is basically take my Brio and run up my stomach, all right? I'm not shaving off my happy trail. I actually leave that a little bit intact just because I don't like the completely like bald look, all right? But what I will do once I get there is pop the attachment on, adjust the micro adjustments down, and just take some of the bulk or the super long hairs of my happy trail down. That's the thing with this Brio. Guys, I'm telling you, if you are looking for the best grooming tool on the market, you gotta grab this. This new design, it is amazing. It's got like little like grip action on the side. And check it out, that LED screen is gonna show you what your run time is, also the RPMs. And as you adjust the RPMs, see what happens? Right? You've got crazy control with this Brio. If you guys that rock facial hair, guys, the Brio is a must-have, right? It's the best tool on the market. It comes with a bunch of different attachments. It comes with different accessories, like a little brush to clean it. And right now, guys, for a limited time, like I said, for those of you who want to grab one and hit that special link down below, they're actually going to give you the Zero Blade, all right? This Zero Blade is amazing, but you got to be careful with this thing. The way that it works, you simply pop off the regular head on your Brio, get the Zero Blade, pop that bad boy on, and you are ready to go. Now, for me, I will actually use this on like my upper cheek, right, and my neck. You got to be really careful with this because literally it will take you down to the skin. It's literally bald. So if you're somebody that suffers from like ingrown hairs or razor burn, what I'd recommend is pop on your Zero Blade and use it on your neck, all right? But you gotta be careful with this thing. Once you get an amazing tool, it's going to make the biggest difference when it comes to your beard, when it comes to your body, when it comes to you grooming in style and sexiness. Guys, hit that link down below. I'm telling you, these are the best tools on the market. This new design, it's sick. And it's even sexier than the old one, which I thought was crazy sexy. And the Zero Blade, guys, a must-have for every stylish, well-groomed gentleman. Hit the link down below, grab one. Like I said, supplies are limited, so if you're interested, now is the time. The price is insane, and with this $25 free offer, they are going to fly. But let's talk about my butt, actually, and your butt. Your butt, my butt, our butts are hairy. Some of ours, mine, is super fuzzy, and so what do? Do I shave it? No. One time, I made the critical mistake of shaving my butt cheeks one time with the razor. At first, you're like, wow, super sexy and smooth, amazing, right? But then, about 15 minutes later, it started to itch a little bit, right? By the end of the day, I was literally in agony. Every time I would sit down, it would feel like I was sitting on a cactus. And so, what I do, once again, is grab my Brio and simply run the Brio up the cheeks, a little bit into the crack. Just make sure you don't get too close to the old rosebud. In terms of my pubic hair, I'm just gonna be honest, I trim it, other than like kind of like a little bit of like a racing stripe from the happy trail down. I do not shave with the razor my pubes in terms of like the pubic area because I always get ingrown hairs. No matter how much I exfoliate, it's always uncomfortable. And so simply taking it down as low as it'll go with my Brio has always worked for me. But Big Al and the boys get the old shave job, which we'll be doing in a second when we hop into the shower. The last thing I want to talk about real quick, for those of you who are interested in taking some of the hair off your legs, if you've got super long leg hair, once again, it's about trimming it. You don't necessarily need to shave it like a chick, like I do, but taking some of the bulk of the hair down. It's going to make your calves look more defined, sexier, and you're not going to look like a Sasquatch. All right, so I do not use shaving cream, shaving anything really. Basically what I found is that body wash works just as well. Now, before you actually start shaving, what I'd recommend is get your exfoliating body puff or loofah and do a good once-over on your body. One of the big mistakes that a lot of guys make is that they will manscape before actually exfoliating their body. The exfoliation actually helps to lift any trapped hairs and removes any excess dirt so that you can actually have a better, closer shave. Once you're all lathered up and exfoliated, then it's time to shave. For me, I shave my chest. In terms of what direction, it really is just personal preference, all right? Don't forget the nips, and that's it, all right? Now, in terms of arms, I also will shave my arms. So next up is Big Al and the boys, all right? You need to make sure that your razor is nice and clean and it's also sharp, all right? Make sure that you are well lathered. And then for me, what I do, I grab Big Al, hold him up, and then small little strokes down towards my body, all right? Because Big Al typically will get some like long hair like at the base, and so I want to make sure that Big Al is as big as possible. And also that my spicy senorita doesn't get like hair in her mouth. Small, little, actually not that small. Little strokes down towards the boys underneath. nice and clean. Now, when Big Al's ready for action, it's time to take care of the boys, the twins. How are you gonna do that? Same thing, all right? What I have found is hold them up close, taut to your body, and small strokes down towards your taint. For me, once a week is kind of my routine on Sundays, but I shave a lot of things. If you're somebody that just trims, you can get away with every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, maybe even once a month, but that may be pushing it a little bit. Gentlemen, whatever it is, you just gotta make sure you routinely do it so that you don't look like a savage. Personally, I think you're amazing, and now hopefully you are more well-groomed.